I had to start my video over again. Know why? Because the Wi-Fi was acting stupid. But nevertheless, here we go again. Good morning, beautiful souls. Today we have the full moon in Pisces. I actually, I keep it out. I used the Hermetic Tarot. Not the Hermetic, but the Urban Tarot today. It's my heavier deck, so I said we need major cards, right? Anyway, I wrote notes for this full moon to keep me on track. First things first, we have to go back to the new moon in Virgo. The new moon in Virgo was literally giving us the extra push we need in order to prioritize self. I've been saying it since I restarted these videos that Virgo loves to bring about service. It's really good at doing it. It's able to streamline and accommodate and know intuitively what the other needs on a 3D level. But the new moon in particular for us this year was trying to get us to realize what that prioritization can do, not for another, but for ourselves. We cannot give the best of what we are to the next person if we don't even know how to figure out what we want, you know? The new moon was asking us to release what no longer serves us in terms to what we figured out when it comes to prioritizing self. Whether that is in relationships or your job or your family, hobbies, whatever the case may be, right? This full moon was also conjuncting Neptune, its co-ruler, along with Jupiter being a ruler as well of Pisces. This moon was really getting us in touch with our emotional needs, getting in touch with our imagination, getting in touch with our relationship with God even. What is it that you truly want? The first step, everybody thinks about, our thoughts, which is very important, but sometimes, life does imitate art. What is it that you're dreaming about? What's the bigger picture? Co-ruler, Jupiter, being in Aquarius. What is holding you back when it comes to social, construct? What is in your way? What does your dreams look like? Does your life reflect that? Or is your life trying to whittle down things that no longer works in order to even manifest what it is that you are fantasizing about or what your biggest imagination holds for you? It's one thing to do your affirmations and your meditation and your visualizations and, being optimistic about what your fantasies hold. It's another when you can actually prioritize what is important in order to facilitate that. Anybody can talk about the things that they want, but real manifestation comes into play when you're able to put it in 3D layman's terms, make a plan, and actually start working towards that manifestation. That's how you co-create with God. Yep, that was all my points. So, what more information can we get on the full moon when it comes to these cards? Our tarot card popped out already. I shuffled my Urban Tarot, but the Wi-Fi was acting up. But I didn't get rid of the card, which happens to be the Ace of Pentacles. Top of the deck, we have Patience. Ooh. Bottom of the deck, we have Hardships. Yikes. Oh, Lord. This seems like a heavier message. It is a full moon day. Let me go ahead and read it. First card that came out, Patience. If you've tried forever to shift a problem and there's probably something to learn from embracing it, May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. The second card, hardships. May I embrace what's happening right now. As baffling or painful as it is, help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. Ooh. Let's see, 3 cards actually popped out from the Elemental Tarot. No, 4. Do I need all 4? The one that was different from the others was the Equalizer. The Equator, sorry. Make it equal. And the number on this card is 5, which is change. Eight, fire, ignition. 24, 6, change. And number 4, completion. What do I gather? There's a lot of cards today. What do I gather? Let's start with the first 2 oracle cards. Patience and hardship. Manifestation of any kind doesn't come overnight. You got to put hard work into it too. Sometimes the hard work that we have to do is actually the things that we don't quite want to do because it's not comfortable and it doesn't feel good. But what we ultimately want, the bigger picture, is what we're trying to get to. And nowhere in any spiritual journey and or book that you can read ever says that the journey is easy. Stepping out of your comfort zone is never easy. It's uncomfortable. But what this full moon is giving us is our emotions lining up with that bigger picture, that fantasy, that dream, that goal that we are running after. One thing I've learned in my own spiritual journey, if you're more willing to do the hard work at the beginning, or you take the opportunity in which God is trying to give you when you're trying to get to an opportunity, if you just suck it up and take it on the chin and do it early, most times you don't have to wait for spirit to step in and actually rock your world unnecessarily so to make you move anyway. We have to trust that God knows what we ultimately want, even if we don't understand how that plan is coming into fruition at the current moment. It sucks. One major lesson that I learned over the summer was, even though bad things happen, we lose sight that we are all interconnected and that my life story is intertwined with a handful of other people. And who said that because whatever hardship you're going through at the current moment is all about you? Maybe you were the perfect character to help something come into fruition for another. And that's why God used you. If we're able to do the self-reflection and taking accountability in our part in how things come into fruition, then learning the lesson is a lot easier. Yes, we have to stand in unconditional love. Yes, we need to come together as a collective, but it all starts with you. And not just focusing on you solely, because whatever dream that you might have in your life, you're going to have to involve other people to some degree. But does that mean overcompensate or forget about your own needs altogether? No. You got to find a balance. Making things equal. In the Bible, people say good and evil. There is no good and evil. There's only good in difficulty and strife. And ultimately, the difficulty and strife makes you better. But you got to push through. The easy part is the imagination and the fantasy and the goal and wanting to be where you want to ultimately be one day. And God is gracious enough to let you be able to get there. But it will not be easy every step of the way. In order to ultimately get a step up on your ultimate goal, change, release, completion, to get to the next level, or to ultimately get to that graduation day, practical things do need to be set in order. Sometimes the change that you need is with the relationships and how you delegate amongst them. Everybody is not for you, even if you want them to be a part of what that dream may look like. Just like you're figuring out your life, everybody else is figuring out theirs and how to get a step up too. One thing's for sure, if we stay exactly how we've always been and think that we're going to get where we're going to by being that person, not so much. Change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. The goal, the tarot card that popped out, is Ace of Disc, which is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a promise from Spirit that something tangible in our 3D world, whether that be a relationship, a promotion, a job, a goal, a child, a new car, whatever it is that you want, right? God has given us the opportunity to do that. But just like you want that tangible thing, you have to do the tangible things in order to be able to make a way for it to be in your life. You have to make space. You can't say you want all of the things and don't make space for it. You won't have anywhere to place it. That's the message. Happy new moon, and exclusive content will be loaded up on my YouTube channel today, talking about the transits of the week and a collective tarot card message. So to give us more details on what we should be doing as a collective in order to do what is said. With that being said, enjoy the rest of your day. Happy full moon.